Opioid plague grows, so does the number of babies born addicted, ladies and gentlemen. So again, this plague ain't going nowhere. Okay, back in the day when a mother was addicted to crack and her baby was born, the Caucasoids gave them a title called crack babies. All right, that's what they wanted to call our kids, and that's what they did. So now their babies are coming out in even larger numbers, addicted to opioids because the mom takes the drug all throughout her pregnancy. And listen to how often these babies are born. This is long past crack babies, is what they wanted to call them. Okay, this is in Illinois, DuPage County, Illinois. The I-Team looked into the most heartbreaking development of the opioid plague, tiny lives that begin drug dependent. They can't just say no because they are babies born hooked in a birth fight because of their mother's addiction. Well, that was the same case with the Black babies that were born addicted to crack. One baby born every 25 minutes in the United States is suffering from opioid withdrawal. That's a lot of babies, y'all. That's a lot of babies. One every 25 minutes, an opioid baby is born in the U.S. The syndrome has Illinois on the offense. Newborns cry, but one baby's high-pitched wails signal trouble. She entered the world dependent on addictive drugs, among the state's smallest victims of the opioid plague. The symptoms include fevers, irritability, and tremors. A baby you just can't keep from crying. So they actually cry around the clock when they're addicted to drugs. And this is why they keep the babies in the hospital for fear of abuse from the parents, because it's not like you're going to rock these addictive babies to sleep. It's not like that. It's very different from a normal baby. Okay, a baby you just can't keep from crying, who can't sleep, who's sweating, who's constantly rooting and looking for something to eat or suck, described Dr. Jeffrey Loghead, NICU, medical director of NM Central DuPage Hospital. The use of opioids such as heroin, fentanyl, oxycodone, and codeine during pregnancy can result in withdrawal symptoms most people have likely never heard of. Medical experts call it neonatal abstinence syndrome, or NAS. At Central DuPage Hospital, the withdrawing infant is not alone. In the same week as her birth, 3 other newborns are going through withdrawal, diagnosed with the troubling syndrome. The hospital staff know the drill, and some babies need medicine to help with their pain. Clinical medicine therapists and volunteer cuddlers are also deployed. Okay, so they got people coming into the hospital and actually cuddling and holding these crying opioid babies. Okay. All right, so they're saying just in Illinois alone, they estimate up to 500 of these opioid babies being born a year. In the past few years, we've seen almost 50% increase in the number of cases across the state. The overall number really obscures the fact it's hitting in some communities much harder than others. I think that providers might be one of the first lines of defense in preventing this from becoming a worse epidemic that it already is. It is. If you got a opioid baby being born every 25 minutes in America, it's already an epidemic. It's already a plague. Shoot, Just like Tareen Rain said, it's a damn plague. So, doctors specializing in high-risk pregnancy watch for women who may be addicted. But while many would-be mothers are not hooked on heroin, a surprising number are still being prescribed habit-forming painkillers while they're pregnant. Why would you prescribe opioids to a pregnant woman? Oh my God, these people are insane. I would never. That is weird. Why would you give opioids, prescribe that to a pregnant woman? And then you want to know why you got an epidemic and babies born this way? Woo, man. The Caucasoid community is really jacked up, y'all. They are going through something real. The I-Team obtained the 2016 data on dependent babies in Illinois, and the numbers are climbing. Between 2011 and 2016, the numbers are more than double in urban counties and more than triple in rural counties. The Illinois actually has far fewer cases of newborn drug syndrome than the national average. Wow. The head of Illinois Public Health and a special committee is now meeting to help physicians and hospitals better identify and report cases of neonatal abstinence syndrome. Some babies need tiny amounts of morphine to help with the painful withdrawal. It's a long, drawn-out process of actually getting the baby to a stabilization phase and then working towards a weaning phase. These babies stay in the hospital for a very long time, said the NICU nurse. They have to keep them there because if they go home, those babies are either going to die or they're going to be badly abused because of the crying around the clock that they do. The average hospital stay for a healthy baby costs about $3,500. For babies of drug-addicted mothers, it is $66,000. Oh my God. Whoa. I'm telling you. Now, not only are these heroin and opioid addicts draining the resources, their babies are draining the resources too. So if you have a healthy baby, the hospital cost is $3,500. If you have a baby hooked on opioids, it costs $66,000. Oh my. Woo! America ain't gonna have no money left. Researchers are now zeroing on the long-term effects of being born drug dependent. Wow. Wow, see, I learned something in this article. I didn't know it cost that much money to keep an addicted baby in the hospital. Woo, draining the resources. Now, they've been trying to claim that Black people are on more welfare, although they are on the most welfare, and we were draining the American economy. No, there is no one draining the economy more than these drug addicts and now your babies that are addicted to heroin and opioids. You're the drain on society. Please leave your comment and subscribe, and if you can donate to this channel, please do. Peace, family.